3D Max so far have been looking red hot, so I don't know which way this one's actually going to go. 3D Max going straight in through mid, those Glocks, ooh, farming straight through the Mongols. 3 all falling, and this should be their round, unless Techno gets here in time.
It's still close. Let's see how much they can actually pressure him before this bomb gets planted. There's going to be a flank coming in. Techno, oh, you know you want to push in front of that. You know you want to do it. Up in heaven, he spots it a little bit late, can't land the shots, but now onto that flank. Oh, it's huge. Joko stuck behind Cake. One headshot is his, but not the next. Techno's got the pistol for Mongols.
Okay. Okay, right. I wrote him off, but they're here, took a CT pistol, that's going to rekindle the spirits, or even just kindle the spirits, you know, it's the start of the day.
Yeah, they probably haven't yet been kindled today, as you would, yeah, slow wake up perhaps.
Early hours of the afternoon, of course. But yeah, 3D Max, solid strat, unfortunately didn't go their way, but with the bomb plant, you better believe this second round is going to be a scorcher, although 3D Max aren't going for a full investment, just going halfway down. Prioritizing some utility, 2 smokes, 3 bangers, or 3 smokes. Oh no, that's just been dropped across.
Yeah, so they're basically aiming for, we get a bomb plant here, we have the very best buy into the next, and we have a good shot at getting the bomb down here as well with 3 sets of Kev. And a bit of pace towards mid. Blitz, he's ready. But the flash is great. That's perfect. It could not have gone better. Now Mazinho's being tested on A. They don't have to overcommit. They don't have to overpush it. Oh, Mazinho's actually bringing the fight to them. This is interesting with a good catch from Techno. They have been kind of held at bay, and they're not expecting a re-aggress from Mazinho. Pushes through. He actually controls another exercise, pushes into A main, and A main is theirs.
He's done a lot, though, to keep it within reach of Mongols as they start shifting over. Senzu with the FAMAS. We're seeing the popularity grow. Good first kill. And now it's just the pistols. That was the rifle. He can be patient and wait for Techno, but they're going to swing into him anyway. So this round feels like Mongols might have saved it. Oh, what a shot.
Okay, all right. Oh, they're getting loud.
Yeah, they're getting real fired up out of the gate.
They're getting serious.
Oh, I like that.
I like that a lot. Okay, here we go. Second round, a half investment, just keeping it, you know, conservative, charging middle, getting a double kill, 1 well-placed flashbang, and the rest falling into place. It does come down to a 1v1. You've got to give exercise some props here. Yeah. This is a great shot.
So low.
Bang. 26 points of health. Look at the energy. Look at the energy. That's land hall energy. That's straight out of any sort of land hall, any sort of church hall where the tables are out.
Well, it's for all the marbles, right? You're going home. If you lose here, you're going to playoffs if you win. So
simple as that.
Get that mental game underway as well. Start intimidating the Mongols. Make them feel. Make it palpable.
Just don't, you know, there's a line now. It was drawn. Casper Cadian Muller drew it. You know?
Yeah, that horrific insult.
Oh, how dare he. He did call them noobs. You got to be watch out for that.
If I gave you the over-under on how many times 3D Max have played this in the last 3 months, this map.
Ooh, and they're a team that I know play a lot.
Switch off that.
3 months.
Over-under.
Over-under. I would say a conservative 25.
Okay, you'd be under.
I'd bet under.
Mac, would you like to take a shot?
Under.
Yeah, under
25.
25 is too low.
All right, let's go 35.
It's 31. You guys have basically split the difference.
That's a lot.
That's a mental amount of Anubis played in the last 3 months. These guys are intimately comfortable with how they play on this map.
That's 10.33 repeater a month.
All right.
Mathematician.
I saw you guys doing math on the broadcast last night. I didn't know you wanted to go back to it so quick. I thought you were done.
Yeah, you're just flexing. I can't flex with much.
Do we have any kind of mathematician brains in our talent team? Or I guess anyone with a math brain probably
doesn't come into esports. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we got a couple. It's just all of our math skills are based off of buying Deagles and you know, M4s. That's it.
Calculating the right angles.
It took me about 5 years, Jason, to really comfortably understand how to count to 16. Like, I eventually got like confident with it.
To get confident enough to do it on air?
I could do it on air. I could count to 16. I could do plus some, you know, some subtraction, some addition.
I think it's a good place to be.
Now curveball, it's 13.
It's easier.
It's taken me a little bit of time to adjust.
What was COD? You started with
MI12.
MI12?
MI12.
Ah, yeah. So the extra 4 numbers, of course.
Oh, it was way too much, man.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, still getting, you know, accustomed to an 8-4 half as opposed to, you know, an 8-6.
Well, Mongols going for that full mid stack. looking to
8-7.
pop flash
I
forward.
told you, I'm out of practice. I'm out of practice. That's
I can really date myself here. I remember playing MR12 in 2001 to 2003.
Yeah.
It was MR12 with like 3.5-minute rounds or something like that. It was the most insane
You're playing
thing.
like a role-playing game.
Literally every round was just sat for 1.5 minutes looking for a push, and that was it. It was just who has more patience than the other person.
Right, hold default, hold.
Yep.
Hold. They'll give up first.
A little mid-stack with these USPs, not going to go anywhere. I'll answer a question you had earlier, Alex. My head says 3D Max, my heart says Mongols.
Okay.
It's one of those situations for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Your heart says Mongols.
I'd love to see an Asian team make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they've been on a bit of a roll as of late, and a couple of first place at some Tier 2 tournaments.
Yeah. But the 3D Max individuals have certainly, you know, won me over. Had a chat with a couple of them a few times now, and just their gameplay as well. So aggressive, so fun to watch, and so calculated.
I really liked hearing other players talk about 3D Max. One of the things I heard was, I think we were talking to Spirit about 3D Max. I heard was that they have a lot of original rounds. You know, they're coming up with their own approaches, their own setups.
Yeah.
And sure, you know, at times it can look a bit cheesy and gimmicky when it's in a best of one at the group stages of a tournament. But you know, now that they've had time to kind of, you know, render the fat and get themselves into a more prominent position where it is more well drilled and they have a better understanding of what's required from each individual, it's getting tight. It's looking strong, especially on their T side, especially on Anubis.
Ooh, we're going fast pace. We're going right at Mazzino. He's going to have to hold this off, slow it down at the very least. Molotovs are in, utility flying in, tucks himself next to the tarp, all blinded and taken down. None of his teammates got through the smoke in time, so that's the round. It's over.
Pace change. I mean, you gotta love that. You go into the first gun round, and it's just quite poppy towards the A site. Your A anchor, chances are, first gunny is starting there alone.
And he didn't have a Molotov because the economy was a little bit busted, so everything, you know, gets to be a little bit faster.
Good point, good point. Yeah, he has a HE, and he had 2 people backing him up, but there's a camera smoke, and they try and flash to push through, but the pacing was just favoring 3D Max. Really nice.
Mongols haven't taken a map off 3D Max yet. I thought they did the other day, but that was when I think they like choked the lead, and it was 13-11 on Ancient. 3D Max beat them 2-0, and 3D Max also beat them at that Sky Sports event.
Is he balancing his mouse?
Well, yeah, I even made when I was on the desk at Cologne, I made a breakdown of Blitz's fist bumping. It's never a fist, it's him holding his mouse, he points a finger out and touches the fist bump of whoever's next to him.
I appreciate that, because once I get started in a game, that feeling between my mouse and my hand is critical.
Yes.
Like, right, if I'm doing things with that hand, it's gonna mess with my juju, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Jocko zoned in. Lovely first bullet headshot there into the site. And some good covering fire, not taking his teammate down. Some precision present as well. 4-1, we're off. Gravity with a spawn smoke, so they've got it all well drilled. Everyone's got the lineups. Spawn smoke for mid-window. T-stairs from Mongols and an aggressive AWP from Maka. Holding out on Con will allow some walk-ups should they desire. A dark smoke blooms. I just called it Con and dark simultaneously. I'm going to try and say Con, guys.
You're going to go with Con?
I'm trying to say Con.
I say dark. I'll try and go with Con as well.
Okay,
I'll be on this with you.
And I'll be
Everyone in my
Mr.
pugs.
E-Box, just to confuse everybody.
Yeah, you do E-Box, that's good. E-Box is too many syllables. Dark and Con, I feel interchangeable, but no one in my pugs knows what I'm saying when I say dark.
I do.
Really?
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But the randos, randos have no idea.
That's their fault.
Yeah, I am smoking dark, and they're like, "What do you smoke, man? Man, what you smoking?"
Well, that early hit towards the A bomb site is going to make Mazzino feel really uncomfortable throughout this half. When that happens on you, Alex, you know this as an A defender, in round 4, like, you start to feel real awkward for the rest of the half, knowing it could come out at any moment. This one's more default from 3D Max, as you mentioned, pace change. Mongols doing a pretty good job of holding onto utility. Still 2 smokes remaining for the CT side. 45 seconds left on the clock.
It's a good point. The 3D Max boys picked Anubis, right? Which means that Mongols had a choice of side.
Yeah.
Mongols opted to start CT. And, you know, first game, first couple of rounds, get into the swing of things. It can be difficult on CT side if you don't feel like you're kind of crispy. You're getting tested, the Angels are coming, and the French are looking very, very potent.
They know this is a fake. They can feel this is a fake. Good dink. Oh, the kills come out on the other side of the map, though. Nice try from 3D Max, but not able to sell it as exercise, and that's a good first gun round victory for the Mongols.
Yeah, big read, big read. Nice push through mid. I think it was Blitz that found the bomb there, and things just go real south real quick. But Mongols doubling up the rounds, 2-4 now. And 3D Max, it looked good, but the fact that they were all across the map, they weren't in position to trade as effectively as what we have been seeing from 3D Max, and I think that's where it went wrong that time. But they can't just do the same thing over and over, you know?
No, you can't. Then you get figured out. Then it becomes easy.
So they're conditioning with that. They throw it every time, man.
It's good to just deny that vision. You know, it allows you, if they don't smoke off dark, to go for that aggression. But with it, they're going to throw aggression towards B main instead. Techno. Oh,
Really
I thought he got that second one, but it was Senzu clipping him.
That's a beautiful opening. Mixing in some of that aggression. Chad just outlined how they don't really throw the A rug smoke. They don't really throw the A stairs smoke. They leave that part of the map. So aggression towards the B bomb site, and that helps make things a lot easier. Now, the one thing they have to be careful about is they don't make this B defense too weak, because you might think you cleared it out, but Techno's very, very low. Senzu's got no utility. You have to bolster this somehow, and it's the AWP that slides over.
Yeah, that's what 910 can get done. The comfortable collection onto Jocko. The timing just favors him. Trades out by Senzu. And Senzu just confirms the third round for Mongols, closing it down. Convincing stuff. Senzu with the triple kill. But most importantly, I think it is just proving that, hey, we can take this B side of the map if we want to. Starting with even just 2 players pushing out. Flash was so good as well onto the face of that B anchor, or rather B lurker. And tag timeout called by 3D Max after losing 2 in a row with only 1 kill each round. You're going to be feeling like something's been solved. This is the aggression. That's the shot we saw from Senzu. And as we said, timing, yeah, Jocko just getting spotted out by the AWP as he crossed over.
You also got to feel like it's just a matter of time, right? I mean, the 3D Max has already beat Mongols on this map twice. 13-4 at Sky Esports Championship, and then 13-9 earlier in this ESL Pro League group stage. So, I mean, if you're the Mongols, you're like, we know what they do. We know what they beat us with. We know what we get punished by. And you would have had a very in-depth conversation about that. So, good to see this defense stand tall 2 rounds in a row. They got a lot more to burn through. There's still cash behind 3D Max.
Let's see what the game plan is coming into this one. Starting the AWP over towards the B side of the map. Might be taking a quick peek down Con.
No T-stair smoke.
True.
So it could bait them into peeking that position, but dark smoke is, okay, disrespected. 910 going forward, wanting to take that fight and take it, he shall.
Mission accomplished. Very nice play from 910. Dumping util into that lurk smoke. It's a terrifying prospect when that smoke is up, which it still is. Exercise working in towards Con and Techno, trying to keep pivoting between the 2 opportunities. Buys 5 seconds from the Con position.
Yeah, but I think Mongols is making a misread or a mistake here. Maybe a guess. They have Blitz and 910 leaning towards that A bomb site, despite the fact that there's no pressure. So this is a lot of problems for Techno and Senzu, playing behind the smokes, trying to survive and just take one more player down, doing everything they can to stay safe behind all these smokes and Molotovs. Plant is going to go down. Mazzino and Blitz going to flank through canals.
Oh, 910's hit the wallbang, but fortunately, Gravity and Exercise have managed to clear out the site. Zeno has got help. Oh, they both are there. They know exactly where 2 of the 3 are coming from. This is uncomfortable for Maka and Gravity.
Smoke for B main.
Oh, but Gravity has the low HP. Surely with the smoke on main, is he going to have Gravity push through with the low HP, trade out by Maka? Or you just hope for the spam. This is going to be uncomfortable. This is going to be uncomfortable. Right here, they fake it out. The spam does connect, forces them off the bomb. They need to defuse. It's awkward. They know their spams. 910 holding, though. 910 holding. A bullet could do it. Not enough. And Gravity denied the opportunity to convert.
Yeah, nice read. Well played from Mongols just to play their lives over on site, make sure they got those picks, even though it went back to that 3v3. And then retaking pretty much all through Canal.
Well,
that was a round.
Also, like when you shift 3 players over to the A bomb site and you realize it's the wrong timing for it, you really just kind of have to get aggressive. I think shifting all the way back through mid and having the entire retake from 1 point of attack would have been dicey. Oof. Good clear from Mazzino. Nice little gift from the recoil gods, I think, on that one.
Yeah. Counter-Strike just in time. 910. Ooh, almost doing friendly fire there. And expecting this mid-aggression to keep on coming forward. All two on the agenda, one found, and a trade will be there. But so's Blitz, he'll find his. Maka not too far away to find another. And we're straight into a 3v3, 20 seconds in.
Yeah, the AU Till was thrown. Techno pushing Canals, but Xeno tested on A main. That's a big frag from Lucky. It does keep the round interesting for 3D Max. Fast flank coming in from Techno. Senzu chilling in storage, going to allow some space for Lucky. Techno is very hot in pursuit, though.
I think Lucky just, does he walk camera? Does he just avoid the bomb site and walk camera and meet up with Maka in middle? That could actually be a crazy play, but they're going to hit the pause button with a minute left on the clock. Hoping this confuses things, but timing on this check towards the flank is everything, and Techno going to start sliding up, and he'll be seeing his player towards camera. Oh, no, not like that.
Awkward. That has gone horribly wrong for Techno. And now he loses his life.
No.
Two on his screen. He was just spoiled for choice. Had that camera player not been visible, he probably just takes two bullets to the head of the other. Maka, he converts. That's a big round. That is a big round.
Oh, I feel so bad for Techno.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah. 3D Max thanking their lucky stuff.
I mean, look at the situation this puts it in. You want to talk about how important one frag is. Techno makes that play perfectly on the flank the whole time. The money is a massive problem for Mongols. They got money on Mizzino at 9-10 to be able to drop some over, but this is going to put them in a reset position really late in the half.
Yeah. Well, that's such a big tilter as well. You never know if Senzu is just like, you know, wait up, wait for me, what he was saying, what the comms were like at that point. But this is something I found Mongols doing, is a lot of the time you'll see someone try to go for a little hero play, and I don't know if it's because they're feeling it or what the thought process is, but it's a lot of the time if it doesn't go right, they say it's individual mistakes, and they always say, hey, we're going to fix these before the next game. But then spots like that keep happening. But when it works, it looks great.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to fault them, you know. Decision making in high pressure situations is always a great conversation to talk to the players about, but we aren't the players.
No, unfortunately not. Mizzino. Oh, that's lovely. They come towards him and he just stands and delivers an aggressive defense. Very cool. Like ahead of their util. Turns the flash, has two on his plate, just wins the round like that.
I don't think he threw any utility either. He just kind of stepped into that. He's like, all right, I'll fight. That's cool.
We're fighting? Oh, sweet. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I was loving this one.
And always my least favorite rounds when you have a game plan. There's a whole round you've discussed. And then you start losing Molotovs.
Oh, dear. I didn't even know that could happen.
Yeah,
You've actually just straight up lost that. You can't recover that bad boy.
Oh, man, imagine just dropping hundreds of dollars on the floor.
Can't play spin the bottle anymore.
Worked so hard to make that Molotov as well.
Yeah. So you're just going to park Maka Rugs with no information. And you're going to let these two work mid. Senzu looking for answers and gets more than that. Gets a headshot. Down.
Oh, and another.
Yeah. And you were really hoping that would be just a clean kill for those two players so that Maka could look for the push. That's the whole point of him sticking out at Rugs, is see if there's going to be a reaction from this A bomb site. If perhaps Mizzino is still pushed up, maybe he pushes even further. That ain't happening.
They just save, I think.
Yep.
That's the best thing you can do.
Well, one of those rounds where it really boils down to the first couple of seconds.
Losing bonus isn't anything to be excited about if you are if you're on the 3D Max side as well, only 1900. So it's going to be a little bit of an awkward situation in this next round. Good for Mongols though to get that one back.
There's F's in the chat for the Molotov. And F's in the chat for Blitz.
Yeah, poor guy. This is Mizzino really just doing an exceptional job. And the Molotov. Did you know this could happen? I didn't. Nope.
That's a bummer.
Little tilter. Both teams have had tilting rounds. So far.
A series of unfortunate events. Okay, 3D Max just buy right up into it. They just go for it. So Tech 9, Mac 10s on a couple players with those saved AK-47s. Another spread out default. This would be a good time before the action kicks off to remind all of you at home, you've heard it a number of times throughout this week, but obviously we have the mailbag running, so if any of you want to send any questions, concerns, comments, ideas,
or
things, pictures, set lists, whatever you want, eplmailbag@efg.gg is where you send those emails.
Also, exclamation mail in the chat, and you can just click it or copy and paste it if you're lazy like me. That's M-A-I-L, not M-A-L-E. Do not type exclamation M-A-L-E in the chat. Thank you.
You don't want to see what that pops up.
No, that's different.
That's a bit wild.
The classic 4 mid 1A strategy. We've all seen this one before. Tech 9s, Mac 10s, and a pop. It worked very nicely in their early endeavors. Can't help but feel that Blitz and Mazinho are very well equipped to deal with this.
Yeah, except for the fact that you get those Tech 9s and Mac 10s up close, and who knows what happens.
Ooh, swinging. Going to be able to deal with the first one. Coming across the top, and this setup was just way too strong. 3D Max, unable to penetrate and exercise in a 1v5. Ooh, I'll give him like 2 kills at best here.
That's actually a really nice defense. That was way cleaner than I expected.
Flawless, really.
Yeah.
Zeno takes contact, Blitz can swing out, no one's looking his way, double kill for both of them. And yeah, exercise, nothing here for him. What he'd love is a little greedy rifle goes hunting and he gets himself a rifle upgrade, but does not. Denied by Blitz. And we can see TheMongolz leave with a lead after picking the CT start. To be leaving with any sort of advantage in the round department, that would be huge. For 3D Max, it's just a 6th feels compulsory, but their finances don't seem to make it likely. How was the scoreline the last 2 Anubises they played? It was
13-4, 13-9, I believe.
Okay, and 3D Max T-side rounds, they got 8 in the 13-9, and they got, well, I would imagine less. Yeah,
Anubis? Anubis?
Anubis.
Ooh.
Yeah, they didn't even finish the T-side.
Senzu sees nothing over in Canals. Double op setup switched into on this last round of defense. 9-10 in middle. Senzu, as we saw, over towards Khan. That would be Dark, for those of you playing from home.
Or E-Box.
For those of you playing from Australia.
Or Cave.
For
Chad
those of you
said
playing
water
from who
room
knows.
earlier.
Water room.
I've never heard of water room.
One water room.
You know, sometimes it was you know, sometimes you got to just make things up when you're on a live broadcast. You know, you just start saying words. The first thing that comes to mind.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
What
it
do you mean
does.
sometimes,
make sense.
Jason? What do you mean sometimes? Every day of my
We
life.
all knew what he was talking
Every
about.
day. Just a new word comes out of my mouth that doesn't exist. Oh, I've seen some of these utility from Chad's tutorials. Testing middle. 9-10 Zorp is in prime position to collect that.
I mean, you got to say, this is actually a really good half for TheMongolz when you consider it's a Pisteron victory in the conversion and then like a cheeky little fast-paced pop with low economy, but all the kills all of a sudden. Mazzino's the last one left and he's got 2. Oh, what a stud he's been in the later stages of this half.
I thought 3D Max did so well to get past all that. Good flash as well to buy some extra time. Mazzino gripping up with Techno, knowing that Mazzino's low, Techno can trade this, and with the tap, they're just going to swing on in. Senzu comes through and activates with the orb. That's going to be 7-5 at the half. TheMongolz lead by 2 and look for some revenge against 3D Max.
We're heading into the second half of the first map in this do or die affair. Mongols and 3D Max. Some highs, some lows here in Malta. And we're going to find out who's going to be knocking the other out as we get through this best of three. Anubis to start 3D Max's pick, but Mongols posting 7 on the half. They'll be very happy with the defense that they chose to start on. Now swapping over to the favored side of attack. And we got Mac and Jason Moses O'Toole.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Yo, yo, yo.
Very good CT side for Mongols. Outside of those early hiccups, I think that was super solid. They should be happy with that one. Let's see what they can do in this T side.
Mongols have never beaten 3D Max. Can you believe it? In four maps.
Yeah.
4 maps. 2 series. They have never, ever beaten them.
Yeah, but one of them was a grand finals.
That's true.
Yeah, you know.
All games on LAN. Kind of crazy. But, oh, Jocko looking crazy going in with that flash. 1 for 1. Mazzino able to trade.
Yeah, careful for this push, though. If Mazzino doesn't get a hustle on and get in towards Khan, he's going to be exposed. And, oh, yeah, good luck. You're fighting 3. Ooh. Now they know there's only one at the B bomb site, though, who goes passive. So Blitz is going to start this wrap through Temple. And the bomb is actually disconnected in mid. Ooh.
Incredibly awkward.
Go A.
That would be brave, wouldn't
Make
it?
the executive decision.
Instead, it does look like they're going to clash here. Techno's got a lot to deal with, a lot to contend with. The Glock, good find onto the low HP player, but instantaneous CT trades. Gravity making it look good, making it look too easy with his P2K. Mac up as the cherry on top, 6-7. Pistols coming the way of 3D Max. Definitely looks like they've got the edge in that department.
I'm so surprised they didn't just collapse on that bomb site, because Mazzino saw 3, I think, when he got killed. He saw all 3 swinging right after then the death cam.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they didn't just pick up the heat.
To correct myself, they did lose the first pistol, right? But they won that second round with like Tech 9 half by. That was 3D Max. So we're going to be seeing the Mongols go for a full investment. Tech 9s are in the mix. Blitz has prioritized nades so much so that he's just got a Glock. Armored Glock.
Glock tour.
Wow, was that the loudest button press in the world?
That was a very loud one, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You really slammed that keyboard.
I really wanted to open my mini-map. Just
sure.
really wanted to zoom in.
That bloody mini-map. Okay, here we go. Auto Shotgun's going to get some attention. Exercise in a main. He's got the noob tube. Lucky's handled business in middle. There's no passing.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Ooh. Actually, the fact that Mazzino's going to go down at least. I thought they perhaps were going to be able to reset. Instead, 9-10 and his D having a go. Site's covered in smoke. Macker in this angle. That does get deleted. Fair play.
You don't need that shotgun, dude.
Yeah, the AWPer and the secondary AWPer, both still alive, both with $700 versions of the AWP. But unfortunately, Senzu now gone. It's 9-10 that has to try to clutch here. Has been doing some pretty good work for Mongols lately, but this will not be one of those moments.
Fair play. Nice try.
Yeah, but that round, I don't know, that always feels like a bummer. Like they've invested everything and you didn't even really get a shot at anything. You just kind of get picked off and whittled down as you keep making your steps, and it feels like that round never had any real life to it. So full-blown save for Mongols. Couple pistols upgraded, but no armor, no utility. 3D Max looking solid.
Some good pistol shots from Mongols, but as you said, yeah, not really getting much traction. So Deagles are back out. They like the way that felt. A deco, as it were.
Last pop flash, opening up that T-stairs pick. Exercise happy just to run right in. There's the extra confidence. Ooh, and Jocko as well. Over towards Dark, gets the info of one more player around that main area. But it's mid we need to worry about. Exercise going in with yet another flash, yet another bit of damage. He'll fall eventually. The Deagle's starting to get some damage done, but again, the rifle's just so much more power in him.
Comfortable. Yeah, just reacting to the presence of the majority in mid. Mazzino goes down last. Not too bad for the boys of 3D Max. This is the strongest of starts. That's 7-5. Now we do see 3D Max take the lead.
Hello, my name is Jeff. I was wondering who the Mongols coach Mara is. Is he an old player? He kind of looks like one of the players' dads in a good way. The kind of guy who would see Techno come in after a day at school with his feet up, reading the newspaper, and say something like, "Have a good day at school, champ?" But in Mongolian, because he's Mongolian, and Techno is Mongolian, and they speak Mongolian. Thanks, bye.
Thank you, Jeff.
He is a former player.
Yeah, Mara.
Played for the Mongols from 2015 to 2018. Played for Storm Rider 2018 to 2019. W2C 2021 to 2021. And then he became the coach.
There you go. Thank you, Jeff.
That's all I got.
He's still a pretty good player as well.
Yeah,
What I've
he's
seen.
got some game.
Fortunately, who's coming out worse here? 3D Max. I'd argue them. 4v4. Especially with the positions that Mongols have, can probably find themselves a 4v2 on either of these sites. So you'll take that. We'll see how their trade game goes. Feigning that mid pressure with a couple of flashes and top mid smoke, but it's just going to be this 3-1 pincer into B.
Right, look at their setup. Double con. Double dark does sound better though.
It does, it does.
It does. Jocko has his smoke. Oh, it's a bit late. No, it blooms. They are going to have to push through grey screens. This is uncomfortable now, but Mazzinho hitting headshots does at least relieve some of the pressure into the site now comfortably. Blitz just going to take this fight, and the round is there. Surely now, 2 left and both spotted.
He's both spotted deep as well, so that should give him some comfort. They know it's coming. 910 has a smoke he can put down. Yep, that'll come in right now. That's the same reaction from the pistol round of 3D Max pushing the A bomb site, flanking canals. Blitz has spotted that out. That might be something Mongols want to keep track of and be aware of moving forward into the future. Specifically, Mazzinho, if he gets that kill and con again, he can actually just push in and get into some safety. Tried it this round, second player killed him. But we're all tied up at 8. Yeah, was that a golf clap?
That was a golf clap.
Yeah, what's that for?
It was a nice round.
It was a good round?
Yeah. Mongols, after getting that first pick, spotting 3D Max, giving back that B main control, just opting to, you know, go for that 4v2 on site. Got the info, played wonderfully. Blitz, he wide swung. It could have gone wrong pretty quickly, but he did get back into the safety of the B site.
Forgive my ignorance, Mac. Over in your part of the world, your former part of the world.
Yeah, that southern hemisphere.
Are the Australians able to play on Chinese servers? What's your ping like today?
No, it's like
2
150, 120.
That's pretty. Well, 120 is doable.
Jason
Yeah.
works with 120.
There's
kind of work with 120. Yeah, try.
There's this server in Guam that an Australian guy has sorted, and his whole company. And Guam is like this little tiny island that's kind of, I think it's like above Indonesia, out in the middle of the ocean. And the idea is everyone can play on like 80 ping, but because of the routing from Australia and like the East Coast, it doesn't kind of work, and it's still a bit too much for
So
it
you
to
guys
be
really are just your own little
playable.
island, own little isolated situation.
If, say, Indonesia had better routing to Australia, I think that could be the promised land. Everyone would have like 50 ping all over Southeast Asia, and that could rekindle something. But the way that the internet runs through the bottom of the world, right?
Yeah.
It just goes a big, long way through like Singapore and stuff. So
Okay.
doesn't work like it could.
All right, Indonesia, step it up. We need some routing. Here we go. Flashbangs over in
So
middle.
much util at the same time.
Yeah, nice little trade.
Mid util, B util, landing simultaneously.
Causes chaos and confusion.
That's what they're looking for. Jocko's burning to a cinder. 48 points of health. Burns down, get caught through the smoke. However, Gravity is delivering. Finding the first on the way into the site. The smokes will bloom. The plant is imminent.
Here's that double flank through canals again.
Yeah, could have a
Same
retake.
reaction.
Flash is great.
Oh, okay. 2 for 1.
That's a bomb. How'd that happen?
How did that happen? Gravity caught on the jump up. Now Lucky's got nothing to say. Maybe he has timing now.
Techno.
Maybe Techno overlooks him. On the fade. Spotted Mal. Messy spray. Lucky unable to deliver. 1v2 Delta Maka.
His position now known. But again, with the bomb right at his feet here, 40 seconds for Mongol to try to figure this one out. No utility.
Well, you bait Techno. You bait the hell out of Techno.
You'd hope so. Ollie.
Oh, Techno somehow, some way wins it. Oh man, one bullet. You get the hard part
I
done.
know.
I think the theory was definitely wrong how that went down, but it worked out for the Mongols anyway. You saw him get that molly. You thought that'd be like the piece of resistance, at least to force him out of dark.
Did he slide out too wide to throw it like really deep, I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Yeah.
Bit ambitious, but nice trade. Techno is ready for that swing after the fact. Maka, nice try. But again, that's the same reaction we've seen now 3 times from 3D Max, and Mongols almost get punished by it entirely. Yeah. I don't know how that bomb did not get planted and put back in towards Khan. That's a bit dicey. And I think that's maybe the vibe that Mongols have, is like, it's not clean. We're still making mistakes, but at least we're in the lead. That smoke did not go where he wanted it at all.
You till out.
Oh, no.
Timing of the pop flash was huge.
No.
It was
fine, it's fine.
Immaculate for 3D Max. 9-10 going to be gazing from the window and bridge.
Those are the mistakes, though, that you cannot have happen. Those are the mistakes that, like, are literally the reason why you just can't beat this team, is 1 or 2 of those and a half that just disrupts everything.
Oh, he's just like me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Maka.
You too can be a pro.
Yeah, really. I've got Mazinho energy right there.
If Maka gets this pick, which he just has, he now gets a gun, has full B main control. Mongols are really, really struggling right now.
How is it a 2v2? With 2 AKs.
I know. They almost have the better weapons. Often in Mac 10 versus the 2 AK-47s, and they're 100% going for this round. The saving grace is the lack of armor, right? That Mac 10 can chew him up.
He's even just had to opt for the Glock to clear these angles in the absence of anything better. Like, this is so miserable.
It checks out. Safe plant for Heaven. Still decent utility to force them out. 1 smoke, a couple of bangers, and they're going to go for the smoke towards camera. So 9-10 here. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it past the first hurdle. He will, but not the second. And now we're down to a 1v1.
Oh my god, and there's a smoke as well. Nade is huge from Blitz. Now stops to smoke Heaven. So there's a chance that on the fake, he just has to hit a 1-bullet headshot. That's essentially his only
I think at this point you grab the up and run. I don't even think there's a point in going for this anymore.
Good point.
You could just save the AK-47 as well if you wanted to. This was a save round, so you'll have the up next time, but not... Oh, he does get the kill. That's actually a beautiful shot.
So much damage. So much damage.
You would have loved the AWP, but you'll take 5 kills.
Yeah, look, you'll take the round as Mongols, but yeah, you'll take that financial damage as 3D Max as well. I think everyone wins in one way and loses in another way.
Yeah.
So for the Mongols, what does that do to them? Yeah, actually horrible. No AWP. And about $50 in your back pocket if this goes wrong.
But look at like these micro decisions. That's what that's where sometimes I'm like, Mongols could get so much better. Is 9-10. I know he's like scared of camera, but you go so exposed towards A main, you get that kill, you have nowhere to go after the fact.
Yeah, you're so forward.
You play behind that pillar a little bit, that second player pops up and you can get into cover, you can have your teammate help you out. And God forbid if you missed the shot, it would have really been a disaster.
Yeah, even like the first pick with Mazzino just standing where that Molotov was, right, in the open, pulls out util at the worst possible time, but didn't have any cover because he's just standing in the open. That's where he needs to be, tucked in behind the cane containers.
They've got a lot of variations for these mid takes, haven't they? There's always someone throwing it. Combination of smoke and flame. This one from Blitz denies any mid info for the CTs. There's only one there, Lucky tending to it. And the second wave being lined up, a boost for the AWP on A. Zinho might have a little look upon the fade of this smoke on main, but they dismount.
Yeah, it's such a nice angle. Just allows you to maintain full A main control. Just takes the investment of that extra body, you know? And Maka has a little pop flash at the ready. Again, awkward positions. He will get taken before making his way to safety.
That's the bomb spotted, though. You can start seeing those blue dots shifting on the minimap. Utility's going to start raining in. Maka's out in the open. Good coverage towards camera. Smoke in play. Blinded. Takes the shot. There's a good kill through the smoke. Defense still holding strong, and Maka lands one. And that hit had no strength to it.
No,
so
coming behind you, Jocko. Just turned around.
Oh, they're hearing everything. They're hearing everything. What's the call from Blitz here? He's getting all this information. 9-10 finds the pick, knows that there's 2 coming in from beach side, gets one of which, and Gravity going to rotate back towards CT, and that is that. Jocko, 1v2. What you got, King? Not much this time. Free haircuts dished out from Techno.
What you got? Yeah, not much.
How does that go so wrong? I mean, they lost them, right? They lost them. They weren't aware of 2 players in mid.
Yeah, it's a really good composure from Mongols. I mean, to show that they're going to fall back to the B bomb site, even the sound cues causing the rotation, and then being heads up to be able to punish them after the fact, and then you got the whole map open to you. But really felt like a weak hit at first.
Yeah.
No one trying to come through camera. I wonder if like half the attack audibled because of the smoke and camera.
Yeah.
But 3-round lead for Mongols.
Oh, and they had their economy on the ropes after all that damage as well. That was a real opportunity. What was it, 5v3? No, 4v4.
Yeah, that was the swing round. That was the one that could have got 3D Max back in the game, but Mongols now certainly in the position to close. It's just a matter of if they can close. This is sometimes where things go wrong. 3D Max, they're going to be fashioning themselves the best buy possible, which isn't great, but they've done it with worse.
Yeah, that's not what you want to be when you're staring down an 11-8 lead for your opponent on your map pick.
Yeah.
It's not ideal at all. Wow, the fact that they're being conservative about this. So they're going for the kind of half buy, the Furia, the Liquid, whatever you want to call
Brazilian
it.
buy.
The Brazilian buy, that's better.
Ooh, and Mongols going for some classic Brazilian aggression, going straight in here. Senzu. Uh-oh, Jocko not in the greatest position, and he'll get roasted. But are they expecting Lucky here as well? They didn't see him on that first break of the smoke, but the second one will. Nice shot to get one back, but it's not quite enough for the round just yet. Gravity, fast flank, and Blitz heads up to read that one coming for him. Another as well.
So nice. That's
chess.
That's such a good read from Blitz. That's such a good read as well. Again, we mentioned this at the start of this. Is Mongols have played 3D Max on this map twice.
Yeah.
3D Max themselves have played this 31 times. So you have a pretty good sense of how they like to rotate, how they like to react. And these last few rounds, Mongols have caught them in those reactions and transitions, and it's been spectacular. So free plant at the B bomb site, free 12th round, and let's rock and roll.
I guess that's the biggest fault from 3D Max is they have so much footage.
Do you think there's any Mongolian rock?
Well, they have the throat singing, obviously. I wonder if they do like kind of an amalgamation of the different styles.
That's cool. There's a band called The Who.
You haven't heard of The
Mongolian
Who?
folk metal band.
They're called The Who.
You haven't heard of The Who?
I mean, I've heard of The Who.
Yeah.
The WHO.
Not the Mongolian version.
They're mad. They're mad. You should listen to them after this.
Okay.
Yeah. They're huge.
The Who, the Mongolian.
They're
folk
legit,
metal
you're
band.
saying?
Yeah, incorporating traditional Mongolian instrumentation, including the Morin Kur, the Tov Shur, and the throat singing.
Yeah, just saw them live in
Oh,
Australia.
really? Did they put on a good show?
Yeah, it's like heavy metal with throat singing.
Sounds sick, actually.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, we'll listen to it as soon as this map's done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it
will.
feels like we will, for sure.
I have a shirt. I didn't bring it over to here, to Malta, but I have like the band shirt.
Oh man, okay. The Who. Today I learned.
I'd also sing in Mongolian if I...
Oh, I was about to spit a beat.
Oh, so
man.
keep going.
Okay.
Oh, it's the middle of the night.
Falsetto, Jason. I didn't know you had that in you. That's a range. That's a range.
I've never heard you go that high. Exercise.
Yeah, no.
Trying to make some noise himself, but unfortunately only going to be able to take one. His job's done, but the 3v4 from 3D Max gets even harder with Maka hitting the ground hard too.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Mongols to take the first map of the series in this advancement match. Jocko and Gravity to disrupt that, but it's too clean. Mazinho's had a good first day. On Anubis. 16 frags for him. Him Techno at the top of the scoreboard as well. No need for a 9-10 or a Senzu overperformance. It's just been a team effort across the board, looking clean with it.
And for the first time ever, in 4 attempts, the Mongols have taken a map off 3D Max here at ESL Pro League Season 20. Looking for a spot in the playoffs. It's going to be a long day for the winner of this. Loser goes home. And we'll be right back with map 2. Twice now in both series, Ancient and Anubis were the maps.
But they've been undefeated on Anubis in Pro League so far.
Yeah.
And they've picked it almost every time they can. They couldn't pick it against Wildcard, and I think against 9Z they opted to go to different territory, but that worked out as well.
I wouldn't mind if this went to Inferno, because 3D Max has 2-0'd Mongols every time.
Maka needs a multi.
Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. Julie's good tool for the job. Unfortunately, only got 2 bullets out. Gravity going to be going in with the P2K instead, wrapping back into cave side and looking to take more. But Techno, well played position there. 4v3. 3D Max man disadvantage for the retake, and 9-10 doesn't get the plant down.
But Blitz has a molly, and Jason could tell.
Oh, not
Forget
anymore.
about the molly. Forget about the molly. That's all over. Techno needs to fight. Needs to battle forward. Senzu trying to get the bomb down. Has 40 seconds on the clock, and now Senzu in a 1-on-3 with it all to do.
They know exactly where he is, too. This is the only safety he could find. That P2K not landing. There's the Molotov recovered. It goes too deep, but a good pistol round from 3D Max. Nice recovery.
Wow, that could have gotten very problematic if there was no sweep through T-spawn. Because if Blitz has the molly, there's no smoke, there's no kid, the bomb goes down. That's the safety net or the safety measure. And that's the fire we need to see from 3D Max if they want to bounce back. Jason, there was an email coming in for you.
For me?
Yeah, someone wants to know if you're still parting the seas.
Yeah, all the time. Especially here in Malta, it's nice. I get to go out in the morning and just get into the water and just, you know, spread them apart a little bit right to begin the day.
Needs to be done.
Yeah.
Spreading them apart. Great way to start the day.
How long does it take to walk to Italy?
It's a hike. It's a little bit of a situation.
It's 2 hours on a catamaran.
And it's exhausting holding the water spread apart like that for that long, too.
That makes sense, yeah. Heavy loads.
Oh, he's out. Nobody saw it. Blitz is going to catch one through the smoke, be traded. This could still get slightly sketchy. The rotation, they're worried about B. If Techno can get one and stay alive, it's going to put all the pressure on Maka towards A. And well, he's done enough. They need to go A, and they need to go now.
Well, he's just called it out. He didn't get any kills, but 3 players at the A bomb site right into the shotgun. Oh, they need to swing this. They need to do it now. They're trying to keep some distance, but they need the kill. What a shot. Oh, that swing back in to the dome.
Do you get another plant?
Yeah, that molly is actually going to be disrespected. Gravity going straight forward. Plant just barely gets down. But it's another one in the bag for 3D Max.
You don't force that with only 2 kills, right? Like, you're not forcing
I think you just get Deagles.
Yeah.
Right? Just take a bit of a partial and buy into the following after that. Maka getting a couple of kills on a shotgun with the round win. Be interested to see if he decides to bring out the AWP. It will be possible, but it's just, right? It would be glass cannon, and I don't think that he would feel the need. Well, actually, if only going up against Deagles. Oh, no, they are buying.
Are they?
Well.
Okay, how are the turntables?
I saw a Nova buy for a second.
Yeah, he sold that back real quick.
Where were we before you could resell things?
I know. What a nightmare that would have been.
I missed the punishment, but it does make for better Counter-Strike without the misbuys.
Yeah, but that's the same with the jump throws.
WTF, Mac, that throat singing was amazing.
Thanks, my God. He's by Woot. Oh, missed the action. Exercise going to be able to get a quick trade with the HE there.
This is Mongols digging themselves a bit of a hole. They need to try and turn something out of this 4v4. So went all in towards middle, traded. Now round resets again. This pack roll with one individual. That's Techno this time over towards the A main position. But it's just a contact up B.
Oh, and 3D Max have such a good read. Good flashbang. Blinds everyone.
Beautiful.
First kill, and the other ones can't do anything about it. Strong win for 3D Max. And yeah, I mean, Mongols have bought themselves into a really disastrous start here.
So next round should be the Deagles.
Next round should be the Deagles.
That's the assumption. Max round loss bonus. No plant, unless...
Oh,
No.
by the way, I saw that there are a few individuals starting to arrive from Group C and D. I saw Elysian Floppy.
Oh, nice. They're roaming around.
I saw Device. He was playing table tennis.
Oh, they're in. They're like in.
How'd he look, Chow? Was he any good?
At the table tennis?
Yeah, table tennis.
I don't know if anybody is challenging you, Jason.
Well, except for Cadian. He smoked me. He's not here this season, but he smoked me last
Would you like to
season.
play Device?
We can tee it up.
Yeah.
If
I'll
you
play
formally
Device.
challenge him right now.
I want to play him. I want to play him in table tennis, and then I want to do a 1v1 aim map.
He's your GOAT.
Yeah, he is my goat.
We haven't actually got
I can take him down. I
any
can take
Pong
down the
on
champion.
broadcast just yet.
Yeah, look, people don't like the Pong.
It's not a hitter.
It's moved away from popularity in recent times.
It was a fun gimmick the first time around we did it. Yeah.
But now it's like, it's good to keep us busy, but the viewer not so much.
Yeah. They really appreciate the ping pong sounds in the background. I've seen that.
Oh, they love it.
They can't get enough. Well, Techno going to be bringing the Galil into the next round, and that's all he'll have because there's only $50 in the bank.
Didn't Device have something to do with badminton?
Badminton?
Yeah.
Badminton?
Maybe. He seems like he was quite athletic in his younger days.
So I thought someone was quite a racket sportsman.
It would make sense for the Danes. Well, they do handball, that's why, which has nothing to do with rackets, but
I've always wanted to play handball.
it feels a lot like
It's
racquetball.
just not a thing in our part of the world.
Feels a lot like racquetball.
Except with a hand, you know?
Yeah. I see that. You do a lot of things with your hands.
You can do a lot of things with your hands. Pick things up, grip things.
Well, it's more the opposable thumb.
Gripping.
Yeah, the thumb is important.
That's what's got us to where we are today. And obviously the doubling of the brain. Now, we don't know what that was caused by. Some people like to speculate they've bought again.
Well, the burning bush theories out there in the world?
They bought again.
Yeah, they did. You don't like that. I mean, if you lose this one, you're
How
just like...
deep's the hole?
Yeah, exactly. Let's find the bottom. I'm in for it.
Oh. Well, Mac has found that first pick.
It's very deep.
They're digging back to Mongolia right now,
exactly.
actually.
Oh,
trip, that
no.
one.
And if you don't get kills this round, at the very least... Okay, decent enough.
There you go. Blitz might be able to bring this one back.
Well, that's
Put the
a bit
team on his
much.
shoulders, 9-10.
Overcooked the pooch.
Yeah, they
Ready.
did. This is why you
yeah.
buy again, Chad.
But this is the exercise 1v3. I've seen this one before.
And they're low on HP.
Beats the smoke. He's made sound, though, and there's so much time, Mongols.
He was spotted as well from B ramp, so he's just called off the play entirely. He's just going to take the risk and gamble towards middle to see if he can catch him on the rotation. It's only Blitz holding that, which is, let's see if he can get this headshot. Oop, good kill.
Ooh.
It's doable.
It's very
Still
doable.
doable.
He's got a kid, he's got a Molotov.
Oh, he's going through. No one watching this. Molly in the right spot, and Blitz, 9-10 rather, could fall here at default.
Molly will do it.
Oh, 9-10's got a swing. Gets out of danger's way, but they swing together. Well played from Mongols.
Yeah, especially under pressure. Senzu ready for the action if the pressure comes in onto 9-10. Okay, well, they have dug themselves out of the hole.
Yeah.
Which is normally not how holes work.
They dug themselves into it, but they apparently also built an escape route, which is quite nice.
Crafty. Well, finances are still there for 3D Max to also justify a buyback in. They can get M4s aplenty. It's just a Famous for Exercise who was unable to pull off the 1v3. But AK's now in the hands of the Mongols. That's the change. Now they get the opportunity to break 3D Max. Deep door smoke out. Edging is Blitz. Found a safe haven to stand. Has Mizinho not too far behind. And this time it won't be the head-on collision.
Yeah, he's a lot more confident to do the slow, creepy crawl now that he has an AK-47 for that headshot. Maka at the off angle, backing away. Mid-control for Mongols.
Oh, he's gone straight through.
Yeah,
He's gone
lucky.
straight through. Look at this.
That's very
It
nonchalant.
feels like a prep,
yeah,
right?
like an
call.
educated risk.
Yeah, precisely. Which I think you will have done extra homework going against 3D Max after Sky Esports and the opener of this group, right? You're going, okay, well, we haven't taken a map off of them yet. Let's go deep within the playbook and find out why. You were talking about 3D Max and how many times they play this map. Well, Ancient is their third most played map with this roster as well. So it's something they're proficient on. Here's a push into the fight. Straight it out.
Ooh.
Techno into the molly. Will lose his life.
Yeah, just not expecting that second man so close. Still a chance in the round, especially with Mizzino getting that pick, 9-10. I don't know if they've seen this shadow, but it's certainly looming there. Mac up. Oh, well read. And the bomb's still going towards that B side. Smoke at CT, 9-10 sneaks away back to mid.
It's on Mizzino. He's got an isolated fight. If for the moment, 9-10 can do nothing to help him, and actually he can't do anything at all in this round. Taken down right at the end. Mizzino needs this kill. Needs to find Lucky before he gets the bomb plant. Awkward route to walk forward. So dangerous.
Oh.
20 seconds.
Choosing the element of surprise, and it works for him.
Molly to plant. Oh, he didn't just punch the digits. He thinks he's already pushed. Things could have slipped. Now that's going to buy a bit of an opportunity for Exercise to get closer. Might not be able to move away from the side, Mizinho.
Exercise only one flash here, but Shift walks
Yeah,
in,
well done.
ready for the swing. No clutch from Mongols this time, and 3D Max are extremely happy with that.
I think bringing some fire, it was probably a part of the conversation out there, because think about the road that 3D Max have been on throughout this group, and then to come this far, just to lose in the last game against Mongols, a team that they had the number of, that would be very disappointing. It's still going to be touch and go, and curiously, I would imagine another Mongols buy. I think they've fought every round of the game so far, so why stop now?
Yeah. Get right back into it. Down to a 1v1, you know the money's still going to be in a weird place. Exercise can drop a rifle over to help a teammate get utility, but it's going to be sketchy after this. So that's the conversation, the timeout. As to that road you were talking about that 3D Max went on in this tournament, it was a 2-0 win against the Mongols to start things off. Loss to G2, a win over 9Z, a loss to Spirit, and a win over Wildcard to put themselves in this position. So struggled against the teams you'd expect them to struggle with, beat the teams you'd expect them to be able to contend with.
We get plenty of extra names in the playoffs of ESL Pro League, don't we?
Yeah.
16-team playoff bracket. We had Na'Vi going through his top seed, Eternal Fire
Second seed.
Second within the group, and then you had, well, we had a couple of teams coming third, didn't we? We had FaZe and Spirit from their respective groups.
Yeah.
G2 and MIB are to be decided tonight.
It's going to make a weird bracket with those teams as your kind of third seed.
Yeah. Well, I think it might not be the worst in the world. Like, if you still have Vitality go through top of their group, for example.
Yeah, it depends on how C and D play out. See where the teams end up.
Mongolz just going all in at A, to the look of it. Late lurk at mid.
They
Support.
haven't getting a lot of love over to this A-bomb site yet, but there's 2 players here.
Swinging in, spacing. Good enough for the trade, but not expecting Lucky here. Half a clip left and won't be able to get any more done.
Not
But a 2 for 2. Mongols probably going to be happy with that.
I think you have to back out, though. Your players are just now getting into Donut, which is smoked off, obviously, so Techno can't push forward, but it's opened up space for Blitz to make this advanced play.
Spacing, though, is so bad. You've got one in Donut, you've got one at mid, and one at A main.
They're not trying to attack, so what they're doing, the spacing is here to punish these shifts, these reactions, these rotations, and they just hit the pause button. Techno goes down, but Blitz is going to get at least one, adds a second. Bomb is lost, but Maka is low, and what an awkward retreat. So 910's going to wait for Blitz, so they've got a 2-on-1.
He mullered himself off, so couldn't have the time to get back into A main, but will sneak in.
This has to be huge.
Here together now. It's going to be a smoke on one side to try and cut down the angles they need to clear, and Maka 10 in the clip to get 2 picks here. Mongolz swinging, no lineup. It's 910 to find it.
Okay, well, back and forth we go. And yeah, I noticed on the T side of Anubis as well, Mongols would go for these more drawn-out lurks and forcing 3D Max into the rotations because they're a team that likes to play together and be somewhat active. And that feels like what the Mongols have come in here today to try and punish. Because these off angles, you can't, well, you can clear everything, right? But it's tough to expect everything. It's going to really slow the round down for you. And if you want to stay searching for this info, eventually you're going to trip over. 3D Max with no option but to force pipe. Shoved all in, they get 1 M4, an MP9, and pistols for everybody else. Not out of the woods just yet, are Mongols, but they win this, they're essentially going to draw it up 4-4.
Yeah, this is your must-win round. This is what all these back-and-forth force buys have kind of set you up for, is having to win this round against pistols. This is everything for the Mongols early on in this half.
Resmoke at window. Still with the double donut set up for 3D Max. And that's where Lucky is with that M4. So we'll see if he's going to be able to activate. There's your answer, and it's no. Big spray from 910 to get that second, but a 5v3, and Mongols looking to snag a third.
Yeah, okay. Well, this one should be done now. It's hard to see. That was the biggest threat, removed quite easily. We didn't even need to worry about getting the mollies in back of donut, just taking the Jules heads up. Now it's just about avoiding as many casualties as possible.
It's recovered now, but yeah, you have to gamble if you're 3D Max if you want to win this.
Maybe just save. Go
keep that M4 up and do it again the next round.
And that's if they can, right? Obviously, we can see Mazinha's position being highlighted by Chev. Chev and J-Raz on the buttons.
Good to have Chev on that call-in for the DHL drop yesterday.
Phone a friend.
Yeah, incredible insight into what was...
I got patient.
Like Asian CS or something?
Mazzino's going to get some kills at the end of the day.
Feels nice.
Yeah. And I mean, at least you're rewarded for your patience of just chilling here for this entire round. Oh, there's the turn. Okay, spray. He does fall. 910's going to shift over now, though, and these players are so low. If you're Mongols, you hunt everything down.
And there's no way you can go for 3D Max at this point, right?
Yep.
You've given up all the information. You can't really try and take space elsewhere. They'll attempt to do so. This could work out better, saving an extra rifle, but Senzu, I think he's got other plans. And there's the first of the two. Just Maka to find. 3 HP to his name. In towards main. Time still a little bit left on the clock to hunt this one down.
And they know. Do they go deep enough? Maka tucked in behind the boxes. There's the find. Good job from Blitz. Good job from the Mongols. And finally, all the risk they had in the first 7 rounds of this, continually buying, pays off.
Well, this should be the easiest round so far of the game.
Yeah, it should be.
How are Mongols going to play the anti-eco, though? Are we talking mid-control? Are we popping into B? Are we staying away from cave, or are we running into the close angles?
Have you guys seen the new pictures of Cash that FM Pone's been putting out?
I have been.
What do you make of it? Yeah. Obviously, they're quite detailed, and the lighting's pretty...
I think it looks cool. I think it looks really nice.
Well, that was one of the big conversation points, right? Because being on this new engine, even though we have some issues regarding a lot of things, right? We could have a talk about sub-tick until the cows come home, but we are where we are. But in terms of what the engine could facilitate with the new map making tools, and we've seen some of these maps that we have the fly-throughs through, and the lighting and the way the water looks is something that's quite a promising feature that we have on maps like this, for example. To see how deep the rabbit hole goes, right? We essentially reached our limitations with the old engine, so it's exciting to see how far the members of the community are able to push things.
Yeah, I mean, all the complaints about CS2 aside, the one thing that you don't hear at all about is how pretty it looks comparatively. It's been a visual upgrade.
Well, I hope one day we get more than just that. It would be great if they're able to iron out some of these kinks that is causing a little bit of dismay, whether that's from a casual, even... look, I don't want to even just rule it out and just say just casuals, but people who are playing a little bit more than that. What would we call those? Enthusiasts?
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Enthusiasts.
Yeah, because there are definitely some qualms that people have, and rightfully so. But yeah, I'd be interested to see that there's another problem. It feels like with the new maps that have entered in the pool, so Anubis, for example, that was a community map, but then Valve bought it off of those. So if they want to buy cash, or we want to see it in the map pool, is that something that they're going to buy off of?
Did they not buy cash? No, they didn't. They bought Tuscan
didn't.
Was the other one they bought.
Well, did they buy that, or did they just use it as a community map and then it came in, went out? Right, because they own Anubis, so now they can make changes when necessary.
Yeah.
If it's going to be in the competitive map pool, it feels like Valve have to own it.
Right.
At least that's my perspective.
Take on the situation.
Yeah.
Well, they bought cash initially, right? So
No. They just rented it.
Oh, they rented it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had rental maps.
I think it was to do with...
You have rental cases.
That's true. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do too.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's such a small little change, but I guess it's, more money in the back pocket.
Yeah. Well, Mongols are hoping for a little peek at the B bomb site. 9-10 boosted up, looking out towards long. It'll be a slow-paced round. I think Mongols might be happy to play this one slow, let some of the utility get wasted by 3D Max early so they don't have to execute into a smoke, and that's a nice pick. Plenty of time for Joko to get a little nervous and want to find some information.
This is the type of round for 3D Max that would really inspire confidence if they could battle back in with a man disadvantage, but it's tough to see how they're going to do it. It feels like they have to gamble towards B, and Mongols have been ready for the types of pushes they've been throwing their way. Now you can see how they're just going to park up and wait for those aggressive moves. 50 seconds left on the clock.
Only 2 flashes for them to play with. Mongols on the other hand.
Is
Enough to go for the full XE. I like
spicy.
that. Okay.
Huge.
Oh, okay, short-lived.
Yeah, it was cool though. Well,
In theory,
we had a good time.
it was great. Clean round in the end. Only 1 casualty for Mongols. Well answered by, was that Senzu spraying back?
Yeah, with the double through the smoke.
Yeah.
I think you're bang on, Chad. I think that the game plan for Mongols coming into this is just exploit those over rotations and those pushes. It's just like get a first pick and just chill, or get some map control and just chill.
There's nothing more frustrating than when you lose to a timing push because you're setting up nades or whatever, you're trying to reconfigure to execute, and if you know a team is constantly doing it, right? The other way this works is if 3D Max stop doing it and the Mongols hit the brakes and they wait, then it's going to be a time-sensitive mission. So if 3D Max could then use their utility more defensively, but that's the problem. When you come into this as the team who's won the head-to-heads, hold up, might be some action. Gravity with the MP9, removed immediately, and Techno allows me to go back to my monologue. But yeah, if you find yourself in the position where you're holding on to the utility late, you might be able to block Mongols and this playstyle that they're opting for. But 3D Max coming into it, you would just be doing what's worked the last 2 times because, well, you drubbed them. It was 2-0.
That's what I was saying. I was very intrigued. They went back to. I mean, I'm not super intrigued because Anubis is such a highly played map for them, and they're so good on it. But like, you're playing 2 maps that you've beaten them on already twice. Like, that team is going to have so much work and so much knowledge of how they lost, how you beat them, what they can do to change things.
This is one of the tough things with rematches. Isn't it? And it's different, I think, when we're dealing with the top teams, like a G2 versus FaZe rematch or Vitality in the mix or Spirit. When we're dealing with, like, obviously Mongols trying to make their way into being a top team in the world of Counter-Strike. 3D Max as well, trying to bring back a bit of French CS. But yeah, I think you...
I don't hate this.
Again, okay. That's it. But if you have a very distinct play style and something that is a bit, I don't want to call it gimmicky, but you have something which is more of a strength than what I know Yanko likes talking about teams playing default a lot of the time. I think obviously the top teams have that more ironed out and they have better understanding of how to play a lot of the scenarios. So 3D Max, I feel they're going to struggle. It's 6-4 first half. Mongols could be walking away with 8 before we get in towards the break. Issues now. Yeah,
huge issues. That was a nice start for 3D Max 4-0, but it's been 6 straight for the Mongols.
Yeah, and Mongols' economy is just through the roof.
5 straight.
Buying for the rest of the half is not going to be an issue. Lucky, no vision. That is an issue.
Traded at least. But that's caused an immediate transition. Look at this. Dipping all the way back through spawn. Noisy about it as well through the water.
Yeah, they can hear this the whole way. I think that number 5 player close to the wall could actually hear those footsteps over in T spawn. So Joko's going to stay at this A bomb site. He's going to get himself a little bit deeper and prepare at the bomb site.
It's been a while since 3D Max went for that full fight at mid, but they come out with the mid control. Problem is, Mongols now going for a full exi towards A.
Joko has a smoke to block. So does he throw it now? He's going to see this, or at least hear it bouncing off the wall, but it'll be too late. They're going to be in.
Defensive smoke for the Molotov.
Oh, they missed the donut smoke.
Oops.
Oh, no.
That hurts.
Oh, that couldn't have gone worse.
No, it couldn't have. And I mean, with the missed donut smoke, I don't know if they know it missed. You have to know it missed, but you don't execute, and they're waiting for that response again. And now we've hit, what, like, 10 seconds after Joko went down inside the bomb site, and 3D Max is like, okay, they could be shifting back towards middle. They could be shifting back towards the B bomb site. They have the entire map available to them, so they're second-guessing the two-man defense at the A bomb site at the worst time, and Mongols just waiting for their moment, and that would be the 22-second mark.
Full clearing donut. They have all that control. Good timing on the smoke and plenty of space gained by Mongols. This is looking like 7 locked in. 3D Max, you want to save these weapons into the next, or you've got no chance at a 5th round.
You need to be hunting if you're Mongols as well, though. Look at the residual cash you have on most of your members, right? This is the type of round, especially with where we're at within the game, where you can throw bodies at the problem.
You can throw all of them, it feels like, at it.
Yeah, just leave one little safety net in case there is a cheeky defuse on the table. But yeah, start hunting. Take away any of these investments from 3D Max, and their final round of this half is going to be abysmal. Senzu will be the first to grab a bit of contact. Step down, spots 1, and Maka. Well, now that the AWP has signaled its position, we should see the W key. Or it'd be the shift key released and the W key pressed. Very hard.
Yeah.
Very, very hard.
Hey guys, what do you think about donating money in a half buy round? For example, if I have 1.9k and my teammate has 2.2k, how fun would it be if I could donate my 1.9k to him to buy an M4 and a Deagle, which he drops instead of 2 MP9s, would be helping in getting an AWP as well.
I don't want to be a dismissive dickhead, but next.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because in pistol rounds, you could put all $800 into 4K and someone can have a AK armor.
I like that your brain's working. That one, not the best idea in the world.
Yeah. Maybe for a community mode or something.
Let's just bring back dynamic weapon pricing while we're at it.
Oh, don't do that. That was a dark moment in Counter-Strike history. Senzu wants a challenge over the Flames, and he's got gravity over towards Cubby. Maka with an AWP holding the line out towards long, but now just positioned in Beehive as Senzu, waiting to pounce up.
I like that you call it Beehive, Jason.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I got to commit to it. What is it? Does anyone know like the actual professional call for that one?
No idea. I just called it Beehive one day because it's the type of position where it's pretty buzzing.
Yep, that checks
There's lots
out.
happening in that spot, isn't there, boys?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, the place to be.
Quite a bit. It's a party spot. Oh, there's the mid-round push. Oh, my lordy, Blitz is ready for it. Beautiful shot, beautiful headshot. Joko's going to back away. Man advantage again. And now Mongols, every time they get this man advantage, it's just wait. Every time we go up in a player count, just wait. There's going to be a reaction.
Yeah, you pick this. Surely you strafe into this and kill him.
Does he see the barrel?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, there you go. But it's always a weird off angle as well, right? Or not a commonly cleared position.
Right.
So with Mongols, they have more than done their homework. They're getting an A+ today.
Yeah, they're doing great.
They're going home with all their extra credits. The teachers put a sticker on if you can still do that, because I know that some of the residue from the stickers kids can be allergic to these days. So you need to be careful. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Does it not matter?
I hope not.
It might matter.
It could matter.
Hey, look, let's see if they can find a way to lose this. Maka is going to push into the smoke, waiting for it to fade. And going to back off. So yeah, it's a very strong position for Mongols. They should not be losing this round. But crazier things have happened.
That's the last round of the half, so go, boys, go. Get in there.
Let's rock and roll.
Give it a go.
Here we go. Maka, first shot misses. They're going to push forward in short. Techno wants to challenge, keep them at bay. There are 2 kits in play for the CT side. Joko spots a little bit of a gun barrel as he crosses over. Pushing forward, good shot. No one can peek, isolated, and Joko might have just done it. Yes, indeed. They found a way to win the round. It's 9-10. 8-4 half, and Mongols up on map 2, looking to send 3D Max home.
Jet set, a high class, high fashion. No time to talk, no distractions. I bet you never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in. And there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I've got those diamonds, I've got that gold, going once, going twice, going 3 times sold. I've got the class and I've got that style. Everyone is looking at me, they be staring for a while. Who said money can't make me happy? I call the bluff, but they thought they had me. And if they think they could ever get past me, I built my wall, this designer Versace. I bet you never met anyone else like me. If you're searching, I'll be in the VIP. VIP. It's all in the acronym. A very important person is coming in. And there's nowhere in the world I haven't been. If you don't understand, let me tell you again. I know my place and I come first. You wanna live like this, get to work. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve. I know my place and I come first, first, first. It's all a race and I come first. I take it all, it's what I deserve.
Back to an elimination game. Mongols with a lead over 3D Max 8-4 on map 2. They've dropped Ancient to 3D Max twice, looking to take their first victory on it, and that would send 3D Max packing out of ESL Pro League Season 20. I got Mac, I got Chad. We're doing good.
We had the one celebration from 3D Max in the map.
It was a strong celebration, though. If that was going to be the only one, send it.
It was in contention for sure. Okay, well, an A-centric play on the... Oh, this might be ruined immediately. Blitz says hi. He sends his regards. The information is huge. Rotation's on its way.
3D Max not quite ready for the swing.
Double nades. Where are they going?
That's a good question. Maybe it's aimed towards defaults.
They got a lot
Teaming
of
up with a
util.
molly.
3 players without armor on this T side.
Well, good timing on the flash. Blitz going to be able to swing off that banger, and it's looking damn good. 9-10 going to be able to answer in as well, but there's those nades over towards the back of sight. 9-10 dealt with, and now we're in a 3v3. Mongols hot on the heels of a retake.
Really good shout for that util, though, clearing out that default box. Nicely done. 2 players set up in Temple to prevent the retake coming from that avenue. There's a smoke, but no kit for the Mongols.
All 3 3D Max players have no Kevlar, so aim punch a huge factor, and we might see that come into play. Techno coming through with the Julies, making that real awkward for Maka. A bit of a spam in the body as well.
Well, this one, unfortunately, it's a fizzle. This isn't what you want. Like, if I was going to write the perfect script for this series, you come in and it's Mongols. Their heads are down, right? They know what the mission is today. The triumphant 3D Max walk in, proud chest, and they start strong. Anubis, their map pick, they win it. Right? They show but Mongols, they dig deep, right? They go out after they've lost the map and they have a conversation and they know what needs to be done. And they come in and they eke it across the line on Ancient and they break the fact they haven't won a map against 3D Max in like a 13-11 scoreline. And then we go to Inferno, unseen territory before between the two, locking horns, blow after blow, overtime. But it's going to be 2-0.
It's looking like it.
Yeah.
Well, especially with the confidence of how much it looked like Mongols was well prepared for 3D Max on the T side. I'm curious on the CT side now. In their previous game, 3D Max was able to exploit the middle part of the map in the mid-round scenarios with a couple bomb site pops. This is a good start, though.
Little hiccup. Man advantage for 3D Max, and they're going to be pumping into A here, straight into Mazito's crosshairs. So they're going to be another 2-for-1. Pick found from Gravity with the aggression over towards that shelf side. Senzu scrimming through the smoke has not gone well, and there are the screams of the French.
All right, well, hopefully not short-lived. Let's find, maybe, you know, maybe we can get this scripting going. We can get it working. We can get it fired up. We need some energy.
I was going to say as well, I did say that Techno went for the body spam, but it was actually the yeehaw. He flicked it up and sprayed his Julies in the air in celebration. No BM.
Let's go.
Yeah, the Mongols don't really seem like the type of guys to do any form of BM.
I think at Cologne,
Not yet, at least.
it was actually in the you know how they do the vlogs? I think Mazzino was yelling, and then after he was yelling, he was like, "Oh, that is kind of fun," or something like that.
So innocent.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful shot with the Galil, or excuse me, the M4. 9-10 though, it's dangerous. Here's one coming over towards Cave. Can't land the shot, just the overwhelming firepower. And Mazzino's not going to do any yelling here today. He goes down 9-6.
Okay, well, the chance to just make this a 2-round game will be the full eco from Mongol, so this one does have legs. A few more rounds to be played indeed.
Yeah, maybe not the fizzle that we half expected after the pistol.
No, we were talking about what can we do to fill the time between this match and the next.
Yeah, we were. We were already
got
having that conversation.
Sungal versus Heroic, another rematch coming up for the final spot for the playoffs between these two groups. Matchmaking was on the cards.
Yeah. Matchmaking was on the cards.
So if you in chat would like to see some noobs play matchmaking, you guys can queue up now. But if you want to watch us later, put one in chat. You like that one?
I like that. That was you had me in the first half.
I got him real good.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Mongols. Full A. Trap setup. Double big box. Techno baiting in the corner, and the patience wears thin. I believe they've heard that util at B, so they're going to go for an adventure forward exercise. That nade's good, but the USPs are going to make it a 1-for-1. AK retrieved.
Yeah, B bomb site call completely clear, so the bomb will get planted momentarily, and they can fortify the defenses. 3D max. You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
Warcraft 3 mod tower defense.
I don't know if I ever played the tower defense. What exactly was that? I like the Warcraft 3.
Well, there was just a bunch of different TDs.
Oh, you're talking about actually in Warcraft 3, not in Counter-Strike. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That tower defense was fun.
Well, that's where Dota came from.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, the OG Dota.
Used to have a cracked version.
Did you play a lot of the original Dota?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was like the second game for most Counter-Strike players.
Yeah, exactly. It was the side game.
It's like a cool thing that came out at around that same time, right?
Yeah. Tower defense was fun, though. Tower defense games are intense nowadays. They make some crazy ones. 9-7.
Not many people put one in chat, so I guess we're on the fence. But we have to wait and see. Maybe this goes to a third.
It might go to a third. We might not need anything.
Yeah.
We might. This could go to double overtime as well, and then we really don't need anything.
Might be perfectly timed.
Like I was saying, a lot of the T side from 3D Max pops onto bomb sites, mid-round, mid-control, late executes out mid. Blitz often the only defender. So we'll see if Mongols has adapted at all.
I like this A setup. It's one actually I might run at home.
I think, yeah, it's cool if they come A. The only problem is when you dedicate that 2 players to it, it's like it feels like the other map gets weakened, and obviously you got to take risks somewhere, right?
Oh, they're coming, eh?
But the thing is, Mazzino gets to activate, right? Even if this push wasn't actually hard cleared. Okay, well he's meant to win that fight. That's a big problem.
Yeah,
a huge problem.
Especially because he gets killed without any information. Techno's going to get forced into a play. He feels like he needs to recover, and he does. Oh, it sticks around too long. Too long, though, and Joko steps in front of the flames.
One more man in cave here. That's going to be Blitz just waiting around the corner. Slight off angle from him, and Joko doesn't keep going forward. We'll regroup with the rest of the troops from 3D Max, and eventually they'll take this cave control. But good timing on the smoke to try and block it ramp. It's a weird one. It's a bit deeper than usual. And Blitz is going to go and try to play around it.
This is a problem, though. Mongols have no information. They still think that 3D Max can reconvene towards the A bomb site. It's all on Blitz. Good first kill. Good first kill. He's bought himself time. He's bought himself a chance as he backs into the site. Coming up ramp. Oh, one more. Captain stepping up with the triple kill. Massive from Blitz. And Mongols primed. I don't even know if he can do it.
He's got to back off. If he tries to plant, they'll just run him down.
He can get it.
That's massive from Blitz.
Yeah, that was crazy impact.
Catching the kill when the player jumping to throw a nade, you're going to feel so silly doing that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, you're setting up for that execute. That's how you get punished. And then after that, it's one by one by one. There's no trade potential. That smoke's still in play, coming through the gray screen. And Blitz, he puts a stop to this before it gets out of control. So it's looking like a good round. The opening pick from Exercise over towards A, and you're thinking, okay, the number advantage. They just need to put this one in.
It would have been so perfect if Senzu didn't just come over to throw that smoke and back away. That second smoke at the B ramp is magnificent.
Yeah. I was worried with Blitz there. He had the A1. I thought he was going to get overwhelmed with the limited clip, but managed to get 3 there, which is completely stellar.
But that's also like, that's just smart play too from Blitz when you think he's probably thinking the same exact thing. And that's why he gets aggressive on B ramp. He's like, if I don't find a kill early, I'm just going to get swarmed and go 1 for 1, and that's not enough.
Feels like it's enough now, doesn't it? There is an investment for 3D Max, sure. MP9s, however, for the likes of Techno and Blitz. But the thing is, it's full util. And there's been a timeout, so they've had 30 seconds to discuss. It's going to be a B-door smoke, an elbow smoke. Maybe we see the full lane press. Just surge forward, use these MP9s to get full control of mid and B.
Oh, here's a boost up over the smoke.
Grenade's going to do a lot. Oh, he missed the clip of the wall. That would have taken them both out.
I think he actually intended to throw it there as well, but the spam comes through there. They've lost so much health.
Oh my God.
Oh, not worth.
They keep going. Zeno, making a whole lot of noise towards the top of the shelf there. Doubling up over towards Cheetah side. Hard crossfire with the smoke fade. Maka in a world of hurt. It's Zeno to clean on up. Another little spray down.
He's the A-holder.
And these are the 2 boosted players, so they have, that's not a lot of combined HP. 39 health between the 2 of them. Exercise going to try and plant the bomb. Going to plant it safe. 9-10 is over in Donut.
Oh, CT plant, so he can't be exposed towards Donut, but as soon as he looks for a position to hold from post plant, thought he might get caught. Kit in play. Still should be Mongolz round.
2 nades and a Molotov for the Mongols. 1 kit on Mazzino. 2 coming from Donut.
I think he's just barely spotted that push up in to the shrine as well.
Senzu's being very, very cautious about this as well. It doesn't, just tickles them both just a little bit. Good kill. Good clear towards Temple. They found Lucky as well. Nice, easy retake. And 3D Max, you got to feel backs against the wall now.
Just diffusing from behind the box as well because of the type of plant, so it wasn't even really that exposed. Do you remember when you could diffuse through textures?
I do.
Yeah,
Those were the days.
That was wild.
Or you could do, what was the Dust 2 plan where you just drop it along the whole wall?
Yeah, there's a really nice Pogu clutch where he does that, right? And then rotates to the B hill and watches it with the AWP. Shout out to all the boomers.
Well, Mara having a quick chat. Looking like it is going to be a Mongols tactical. Just to make sure that they can get past what may be the final buy for 3D Max. If they don't get a plant here, then they'll be forcing, but they won't have everything that they'll need.
So after this game, we'll have all of the teams from Group B. We just won't know the seed for G2 or MIBR.
Yep.
Right, so we know from yesterday Na'Vi took top spot. They go straight towards the quarterfinals. I believe that means that it's on fire round of 12, and then the likes of, well, we need to have that game a little bit later, Heroic, Sangal to join FaZe. Those will be the 3rd and 4th seed teams from Group A. Spirit are going to be the 3rd seed team from Group B, and then, well, whoever wins this will be the 4th seed team from Group B. But plenty of big names next week as well. Vitality, Liquid, Astralis.
Rooster.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, they're here as well.
I think ASAP's pretty good.
Oh. Lovely shot from Techno to the dome of Joko.
Okay, so you have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. You're down in a 4v5 number disadvantage, and all you have to your name is a flash.
You're hitting B.
GLHF, I believe.
All you can do is hope for a pick and then walk into the B bomb site when this smoke clears. At the moment, Gravity and Exercise just looking for pushes. They'll try and 2-and-2 split. There's the flashbang, and it nets them nothing.
Okay. Finds one on the smoke bloom, but Blitz sends those bullets right on back. Maka needs to put the whole team on his shoulders right now. Really needs to crack an opening, and that's going to be one that he's looking for. One over towards the long, one at short. Many things on the menu that he can still find, still add to this round. But again,
don't peek.
Get out the bat, Jason.
Don't peek. Don't do it.
It's down to the patience.
Don't do it, Mazzino.
Oh, Lucky down. Bomb in their sights. And a 12 found.
Well, this game's done. Thank you for everybody for joining us, getting up early on your Sunday. You know, maybe having your lunch or your brunch while you watch this game. It's been great. It's fantastic having you in Twitch chat or YouTube or wherever you really choose to consume the stream. Maybe you're watching on Face It Watch, picking your POVs.
Yeah, muting us.
We hope that you have enjoyed what has been delivered today. And MongolZ finally beating 3D Max on the third outing, getting revenge for the loss to the grand final of the Sky Esports event a little bit earlier in the year. I think it was in, what was it, July?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago at all.
It's only a couple of months, yeah. Ooh, Techno. Oh, wrangles that one perfectly. I thought the Mac 10 was going to be able to get right through him, but Gravity, unfortunately, is going to get his legs snapped.
I'm so impressed by how much it feels like MongolZ just came into this with a perfect plan to handle what they've seen from 3D Max over the last two matches. Just like, Chad, you mentioned the game plan in the first half, even the CT side doubling up over in Jaguar early on in the gun rounds, Mazzino getting that triple kill. They just seem like they know exactly where to position themselves for how 3D Max likes to play, and this was an easy way to close out the series. 13-7, 2-0 on Anubis and Ancient. Two maps they dropped twice to 3D Max in the past. Third time's the charm. MongolZ move forward. 3D Max eliminated.
Yeah, going to feel pretty hollow for 3D Max considering the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
You beat them at the opening of the group and it essentially counts for nothing at the end of the day, right? This format can be a cruel mistress, and going all the